Good evening and welcome now to Poplar Bluff Senior High School. I'm Frankie Castile. This is Mules basketball at its finest. It is homecoming night 2022. Poplar Bluff is going to take on the Cape Central Tigers. Welcome to everybody tuning in on the radio side of things on 93.3 FM, 930 AM. And, of course, if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, we appreciate you very much here tonight. We are going to have a great night of high school basketball. Tonight, it is Tim Hicks on the camera. Of course, I'm Frankie Castile, and we've got my good friend Jeff Bruni as well. He is riding coach tonight as well because it is his alma mater, Cape Central, and we have to have it both ways. Jeff, thank you so much for coming down here tonight. It is going to be a great night of high school basketball.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. It's going to be exciting. Yeah, you had to make sure that you were going to be neutral. That's why you had to invite me. I got my Cape Central orange up here to offset your maroon.
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep, it's going to be a fun night.
It really is. And you know Cape Central better than probably anybody else in this gym other than Coach Drew Church. So what are the Mules going to be in store tonight for, as the Mules are looking for redemption after losing earlier in December against this team? Cape Central, they are just outside the top 10. They are 12-3. They are rolling right now.
They are. They're going to get a heavy dose of Cameron Williams. He is their go-to guy. He's Mr. Everything for him, and he's a really good player, 6'8", 230 about, scores at will mostly. Bluff is going to have to really sag their defense to into the paint to help stop him. You know, and the thing is, when you've got a big guy like that that's so active, they can really be productive on that pop-out pass, because they'll get the defense sagging on him so much that guys are going to be open on the wing, especially Brantner. Brantner is a great shooter. He's about a 6'4" point guard, and I look for both of those guys to have great games tonight.
You know, here tonight we've got Marcus Johnson. His alma mater is also Cape Central, class of 2011. He is tuning in. We've got Martha Kirkman. She is over in Springfield. Of course, her girls do the swim meet, so we're so happy to have Martha live on the air with us also. Hope the girls are doing well over in Springfield. Grace Brooks, good evening to you as well. Big Mules fan. You're in Mules country here, Jeff.
I know, man. All this, you know, though, like, I'm kind of used to seeing the maroon because I played football at SIU, so
right.
That maroon is, I'm kind of used to it, but it is a little weird being here in the Poplar Bluff Fieldhouse.
You know, it's one of those things where when these two schools get together, throw out their record books, but Cape Central 12-3, Bluff is 12-4. These two schools, I firmly believe, bring out the best in each other, and not to mention, it is homecoming night for an opposing team to come in. Is homecoming a distraction, or is it a motivational tool?
I think it's more of a motivation. Like, I always wanted to beat the other team on homecoming. That was kind of a slap to the face of, we beat you on homecoming. So I looked at it to be a really competitive game tonight.
We've got Kathleen Patillo joining us here. She says, go Mules. Also, Miss Barbara, go Mules. I'm telling you right now, I mean, Mules fans are going to dominate you, Jeff. I love it.
I should have posted on Facebook that we were going to be on here. That way we would have some Tigers joining in.
Oh, I'm sure by the time it's all said and done, we'll have some Tigers. We want that to happen. We want from everybody to tune in here tonight. It's going to be a great time. Lori, thank you for tuning in as well. And, of course, we are just getting started. JV game right now. It is a 2-point lead by Cape Central. And, of course, coming up directly following this contest, it'll be the homecoming court. We'll bring you that live, and then coming up, we'll have Coach Will Durden. I know somebody was asking about John Scott. He is going to join us at halftime. By the way, today, and he'll kill me for saying this, it is John Scott's 50th birthday, and we're going to make a big deal about that coming up at halftime. Oof. Oh, he'll kill me for saying that. Big 50 today.
Are the players wearing their black uniforms tonight for his 50th birthday?
No, I think they're wearing their traditional home whites.
That would be a really bad thing to do to your coach.
It really is. And by the way, coming up tonight during the broadcast, we're also going to be giving away one of our awesome patriotic KWOC hoodies or your long sleeve shirts. We're going to do an AFC, or I should say Kansas City Chiefs trivia, because they're going to be playing in a huge game coming up on Sunday.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I was there last weekend. My voice is just now coming back from screaming so loud at that game.
I was going to say, we had you on the air live on Wednesday, and you were pretty out of it.
I was pretty grovelly.
Yes,
still.
you were.
Yeah, about Wednesday afternoon is when it came back. But I tell you what, I've seen a lot of football games, a lot of sports games in my life, and that was the most exciting thing I've ever seen in person.
You were telling me that you were contemplating going Sunday this week. Is that going to happen, or is that out?
My wife would murder me when she saw the price of the tickets.
So he is out for this Sunday.
I will be watching it on my couch in Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Can Kansas City get it done going up against the Bengals? They've already beat them once, but that was in Cincinnati too.
Right. I don't. The Bengals, the one thing about the Bengals is they're a young team. They are playing just with a lot of moxie right now, and it's led by Burrows. I mean, Burrows just plays with that moxie and grit, and they've got nothing to lose right now, and that's a scary team to play. But I think in the end of it, I don't think the Bengals defense can keep up with the Chiefs offense.
All right, only because Grace has to rub it in my face. She's listening on or watching on Facebook. She told me that she thought the Niners were going to get to this point. Let's talk about the Rams and the Niners. I'm not an either or. I'm a Tom Brady kind of guy. I love last season.
I love Brady.
But, I got real happy about the outcome the other day. So tell me, can the Niners pull it off yet again in Los Angeles? It'll be, 2 times in 4 weeks?
Right. I used to be a huge Rams fan until they abandoned St. Louis. And I wouldn't mind seeing them getting blown out by the 49ers, frankly. Now, the one thing is, if they do win, I'm really happy for Matthew Stafford. Like, he went through trials and tribulations in Detroit. All those losing seasons, had put up great numbers and just couldn't get a cast around him. And so I would be happy for Stafford to go to the Super Bowl. But I would like to see the Chiefs beat either team.
I tell you what, I think coming up on Sunday, it's going to be 2 really good ball games. And I'm telling you, Patrick Mahomes, who would have thought it? 13 seconds left, you're down against Buffalo. What would you think? He come all the way down the field, not him, but they set it up for a game-tying field goal. And then in overtime, that leads me to my next question. Should they change the overtime rules per se in the NFL?
I kind of go both ways on this because, if you think about it, the defense is on the field too, right? So if the defense stops them, that team is cheering, right? Their fans are cheering. So they get an opportunity, and defensive-minded players and coaches would be like, hey, the defense has got to show up too. But I think that both teams should get the ball on offense. I think they should both be required to go for 2, and I think they should move where they go for 2 back. So it's not a traditional conversion. So it would be like on the 15, 20-yard line, but require them to go for 2 and just keep going like that. But the problem is, you get some of those games. What was it? Ole Miss and Arkansas years ago, and they went into like 10 overtimes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so if you give both teams the opportunity to have the ball, you could get something like that.
So obviously with about 22 seconds right now, Poplar Bluff down by 4 points here, 48-44, a foul by Cape Central. So tell me real quick, give me some intro, some background on Jeff, because we all know you're a sports guy. Give us some of your background because, let's be honest, you know football, you know basketball very well.
Yeah. So I grew up in Cape Girardeau and come from a long line of athletes at Cape Central. My grandfather, my dad, and my 3 uncles, and then myself and 3 cousins all played football at Cape Central and other sports. So we're known as a football family. And all of us played college football except one. And I was the only one. I was the black sheep. I was the only one that did not play college football at SEMO. I played at SIU. And so I still get grief for that today. Like, I get family functions and SIU's playing, they still give me grief. And but I wear it like a badge of honor, that's for sure.
So let me ask you, as you look here at our monitor here in the setup, I know you've called some basketball games before and football games. Have you ever been around such amazing technology in your career?
No, I'm super impressed. This is a professional setup up here. I was stunned when I came up here. Like when I did radio back in Carbondale, I did Carbondale High School football games for a year after I got done playing football at SIU. And, I mean, some of the places, for one, this was football, of course, but we were sitting outside of a press box, and we'd have to run a phone wire like 100 feet from where we were.
That's old school right there, folks.
Really old school. Yeah, this is like the most high-tech thing I've ever seen up here. There's multiple camera angles. It's crazy.
You know, and the cool thing is we are in Mules country, but as you'll see throughout this broadcast on YouTube, on Facebook, and the radio, we've got some loyal listeners, some viewers, and we're going to see folks here later on chiming in from Kenmore, Washington, from really all over the country. And there'll be folks tuning in for Cape Central, and there'll be quite a few tuning in for Poplar Bluff. It is just an amazing atmosphere, and this whole streaming thing has really brought a unique adventure to the ball game.
I bet. It just alums move away, of course, and it just helps alums and fans of programs just stay connected to the programs they played for or they cheered for. It's a great thing.
Right now we're seeing the Mules here, 48-44, throwing up a three-pointer. Is going to go out of bounds. Poplar Bluff. We're going to get a technical on that one. Yep, there it comes. That didn't take too long. So out of frustration, a technical foul called on Poplar Bluff. And, of course, what we're going to see here is the JV team is going to fall to Cape Central. And then on the varsity side, I'm telling you, our Mules fans here tuning in, they're already letting me know if the Tigers get off to an impressive start, I am to cut Jeff's mic. That's what I was told. I'm just saying.
I won't be very boastful at all, I promise.
So you've got some insight on Cape Central, and we've kind of got some breaking news for those tuning in to watch Cape Central. They might be playing a little bit shorthanded here tonight.
Yeah, I learned this today that Cam Harris has he's got a concussion, so he's out for the night. And he's kind of a spark plug for the team. He's a 6'5", 230-pound guy, and he's a star on the football field. I think he's playing football at Missouri Baptist. I think he just signed. But he's one of those guys. We have a super stingy defense, and we're only giving up 41 points a game. And he's one of those spark plugs in that defense. So we're going to have to see how who's going to fill in for that role.
So that's going to be a big thing. We're going to have a lot more on that coming up as the JV Mules fall tonight, 49-44. By the way, before we get started, do me a favor, if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook, go ahead and let's all wish our good friend Ken Hosler a big happy birthday here tonight. I don't know his age, but today is also his birthday. Ron Withrow, thank you again for reminding us about Ken Hosler having a birthday. So if you don't mind, wish him a happy birthday on our YouTube channel and our Facebook feed. And do me a favor, also share this feed as well. We want to reach as many people as possible. We're going to go down courtside momentarily as soon as we begin our homecoming festivities. We're going to turn things over to Ken Hosler, and he is going to have everything live on the air. And, of course, he will be actually reading off all of the introductions for the homecoming court. I seen a message earlier on from Kathleen Patillo. She is sending well wishes. The entire Lady Mules basketball program is sending well wishes to Morgan Courtney, who is on this year's homecoming court as well. So get ready for an exciting night here of high school basketball as well as our homecoming court. And we're going to let Tim here zoom in as we see our cheerleaders and pom squad as they are getting ready to greet our homecoming court. And this is so cool. For those of you tuning in, you're going to be able to see all the homecoming festivities. Tim Hicks behind the camera. I know he doesn't get in front of the camera, but this guy does an amazing job. He's going to have the graphics behind each player, each contestant here on the homecoming court, and you'll be able to see who they are, and we'll take it down courtside momentarily to the birthday boy, Mr. Ken Hosler. And by the way, John Scott, his birthday is today also. But John Scott, I'll say it again, he is turning the big 50 today, and I've got him a tombstone cake ready to go. He doesn't know that yet, but I've got it ready for him. I know usually John Scott joins us during the ball games, and he's literally right across the court from us. He'll be coming up at halftime. He wanted to sit back tonight, watch homecoming as it unfolded. It is a big crowd here tonight, Jeff, and I think that might favor Bluff just a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a good crowd. The student section looks like it's going to be fired up. It looks like their theme is like safari, maybe?
I'm thinking
is that
so.
What you're thinking?
I think so.
I mean, they are playing the Tigers. Tigers are in safari. So
a lot of signs out there, too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good crowd.
It really is, and we're just so happy to have Jeff here with us. I mean, no one knows Kate better than him, and he's got a big background in football and basketball, so we're happy to have him alongside. I'm just hoping, Jeff, that you kind of wasted your time a little bit coming down here. I believe Coach Church told you don't bring the bad luck to the team.
He did. He was a little concerned when I told him that I was coming over to the radio because coaches and players are creatures of habit, and anything that gets them out of their habit, it concerns them a little bit. So
it really does, so we're going to see what happens. Let's go down courtside for tonight's homecoming court. Here is the PA announcer, Mr. Kenny Hosler.
Our first candidate for 2022 basketball homecoming queen is Samara Ball, escorted by Darius Graham. Samara is the daughter of Christy Link. She has been involved in student council through her full high school career, serving as social media coordinator both her sophomore and senior years. Additionally, Samara was the junior class treasurer and now serves as the senior class vice president. Samara was a part of the track team and stand for the silent both her freshman and sophomore years. Samara has also been a member of Future Teachers of America her senior year and Beta her junior and senior years. After graduation, Samara plans to attend Missouri State University and pursue a degree in secondary education. Darius is the son of Brandy Sutton and Johnny Price. He has played on the basketball team since his freshman year, lettering for the entirety of his high school career, and he is a member of the DECA Club. Samara Ball. Our next candidate is Morgan Courtney, escorted by Princess Williams. Morgan is the daughter of Amy and Jason Courtney. She has played on the Mules softball team throughout her full high school career, lettering each year. She has won many awards while playing, such as Rookie of the Year her freshman year, the Camille McCain Memorial Award her sophomore year, the True Mule Award her junior year, Defensive MVP, Second Team All-District, and Second Team All-Conference her senior year. Morgan has been a part of the basketball team all 4 years of high school and has lettered her sophomore, junior, and senior years. She has also participated in soccer all 4 years and lettered each year. Morgan has been a part of FBLA and Mule Barn for all 4 years of high school. She has also participated in Stand for the Silent and National Honor Society her junior and senior years. After completing high school, Morgan will attend Three Rivers College and play softball. Prentice Williams is the son of Prentice Williams Jr. and Anita Williams. He played football his freshman year, lettering that year. He's also played basketball since his freshman year, lettering every year. He was a member of the Beta Club his sophomore year. He's been a member of DECA and Mule Barn his senior year. Prentice plans on going to college and majoring in mythology and folklore. Morgan Courtney. Our next candidate, Aditi Mishra, escorted by Darian Webb. Aditi is the daughter of Babita Putnight and Subrat Mishra. She has played tennis all 4 years of high school, lettering and serving as the boys' tennis manager her junior year. Aditi has academically lettered every year in high school and was a part of the National Honor Society both her junior and senior years while serving as secretary her senior year. Aditi has been a part of the student council throughout her high school career and has served on the leadership team her sophomore year. Beta is another club that she has been active in throughout her full high school career, along with Stand for the Silent, Mule Barn, and DECA. She was in the Spanish club both her freshman and sophomore years. Aditi was also on the academic team her freshman year. After completing high school, Aditi intends to go to Loyola University of Chicago and major in biology or chemistry. Darian is the son of Maurice Webb and Adrian Webb. Darian has been a member of the Poplar Bluff High School basketball team since his freshman year and has lettered for 3 years. He has also been a member of DECA all 4 years and president of DECA his senior year. Additionally, he was a member of student council his sophomore year. He plans on pursuing a career in physical therapy. Aditi Mishra. Up next is Natalie Whitehead, escorted by Nick Brummett. Natalie is the daughter of Tricia and Chance Whitehead. She has played on the volleyball team all 4 years of high school, receiving a varsity letter both their junior and senior years, and was academic all-state nominee. Natalie has been a part of the Mule Barn all 4 years of high school and Stand for the Silent in her sophomore, junior, and senior years. She was also a member of the golf team her freshman and sophomore years. Natalie serves as the senior class treasurer and was the baseball manager, for which she received a letter her senior year. After completion of high school, Natalie plans to attend the University of Arkansas and major in marketing. Nicholas is the son of Stephanie Tinsley and Ben Brummett. Nicholas has played football all 4 years and lettered in all. He has played basketball and lettered in 3 years. In his junior and senior years, he participated in the National Honor Society. Additionally, he has been a member of the Mule Barn all 4 years of high school. Natalie Whitehead. Ella Zagainer, escorted by Cannon Carr. Ella is the daughter of Michael and Michelle Zagainer. She's been a part of the softball team all 4 years, lettering each year while being team captain her junior and senior years. She's also made the second team all-conference her junior year and currently holds the state record for hit by pitch 33 times for PBHS softball. Ella has played on the soccer team all 4 years and lettered each year. She's been a member of Stand for the Silent through her full high school career, along with Beta, FBLA, and Mule Barn. Ella was class secretary her junior year, a PBHS Student of the Month her sophomore year, and ELK Student of the Month her senior year. She was also a member of SCA her freshman year, P7 her freshman and sophomore years, and National Honor Society her senior year. After completion of high school, Ella plans to attend Webster University on an academic and softball scholarship to pursue a degree in biomedical science. Cannon is the son of Shanna and Richard Carr. He's played on the basketball team his junior and senior years, lettering both years. He has played on the football team since his freshman year, lettering all 4 years. Cannon was named All-Conference, All-Region, and Academic All-State his junior and senior years. He was named All-District his senior year. He also played on the baseball team, lettering all 4 years. He was named All-Conference his junior year and All-District his senior year. He has been a member of FCA and Mule Barn all 4 years. Cannon was a member of the Key Club freshman year and Student Council freshman and sophomore years. He is a member of the NHS junior and senior year. Ella Zagainer. And your 2022 basketball homecoming queen is Ella Zagainer.
So there you have it. Ella Zagainer is our homecoming queen for basketball, escorted by Cannon Carr. Congratulations to Miss Zagainer, and she is just absolutely ecstatic right now. I know Tim is doing a great job of getting that shot right now. So Ella Zagainer is your basketball homecoming queen for 2022.
Basketball homecoming queen Ella Zagainer, as well as our entire homecoming court for 2022.
So there you have it. Those are our homecoming court, and of course we've got all that here out of the way. And congratulations once again to Ella Zagainer with our basketball homecoming queen for 2022. And now we're going to turn things over to head coach Will Durden of Poplar Bluff. And coach, I always love homecoming, but I can only imagine from a coach's standpoint, is it a distraction for you or is it a motivation for your team?
Well, you know, as a coach, you just want to go out there and play. I mean, you know, the more time in between playing a game, the more anxious you be. And, and all that. So I wouldn't say it's a distraction. It's a great thing for the fans. It's a great thing for the community. It's a great thing for the school. But I just want to play. So that's my feeling on it, and it's great. But let's get the game started.
Absolutely. We got 15 minutes now after they get through sweeping the floor, and as soon as we got on the air, we were told some breaking news that Cameron Harris is not going to be in the lineup tonight due to concussion protocol. Does that change the way you play your offense or defend here tonight?
It doesn't, because they got plenty of athletes on the bench that's played throughout the year, and it's unfortunate for them, and it doesn't change the way we play, and I doubt it changes the way they play. They're a good team. They're a well-coached team, and they're going to be a tough out no matter who's out there.
Let's talk about Gage Rivers for just a moment, Coach. 2 out of 3 ball games, 32 points in 1 ball game against Jackson, and then he had a huge game on Tuesday against Kennett, 33 points. Realistically, can he keep that production up?
I don't know. I don't know. We just want him to lead the team. We keep telling him that, his sidekick's not out there with him, Webb, and we just need him to take over more of a leadership role. And he doesn't have to score 30 for us to win. He just needs to lead our team to a victory.
One thing that we have seen over the last several ball games is rebounding has really been in the Mules' favor. Going back to Tuesday, Gavin Rivers, another double-double, back-to-back ball games. But it's not his point production that's impressing me, Coach. It is the rebounds he is gaining, and that's a huge momentum boost for your Mules.
He's been great for us on the floor. He's been in foul trouble most of the year. When he's on the floor, he does some great things for us. He plays hard, and he goes to the boards hard, and he's been doing some good things. He's probably our best on-the-ball defender, and a defender overall. We need him out there, and he needs to stop fouling. So it's been nice to see him, when he's productive and being out there, that he's getting something done.
How critical is it going to be for your team to get those bench points here tonight, maybe by Torrance Williams, maybe by Jack Scott, even Darius Graham? What are your thoughts on the bench here tonight for your Mules?
We need all hands on deck. We need every guy that we have on our roster, from the ones that are playing to the ones that are not playing, to be engaged and motivated for the rest of the season. If we want to get these seniors to where they want to be at the end of the year, we're going to need everyone.
I know I talked to Coach Duncan after the ball game on Saturday, and he told me that quite honestly, on Tuesday rather, in Kennett, that free throws had to become better. That's been an issue for the team all year. How confident are you tonight that when they get the opportunity, they're going to be able to knock them down?
Well, we just need to concentrate. We've been fortunate this year. We've had the right guys go to the free throw line. Gage and Darian shot the majority of our free throws this year. We don't have Darian right now. He was an 87% free throw shooter on the year. Gage is shooting 83%. When those guys go to the free throw line, we look pretty good in a stat sheet. The other guys just need to step up and concentrate and knock them down. They can.
Tonight, facing Cape, throw the record books out the window, because I believe that each team brings out the best in each other. Would you agree with that?
We do. We've split the last, I don't know how many years we played. One of us will get each other early, and we'll come back, and it'll be a barn burner the next game. It's always a good game. It's a physical game. It's always competitive, and hopefully we can continue that tradition tonight. 2
last questions. To beat Cape, what's going to be your message to the team, and what's going to be Coach Durden's keys to victory here tonight?
We have to block out and not let them control the pace, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to run their offense, and they'll run it for 2 minutes if we let them, and then they're going to throw a shot up and climb over our backs and get a board. So we're going to have to block out and keep them off the board.
They were plus 21 in rebounding last time we faced them. What do you have in store to kind of keep that a little bit lesser today?
Hopefully not let it be plus 21. We got to stay in front of them. We have to rebound. They killed us on the boards last game, especially in the second half, and we just got to do a better job.
I know you're going to tell me you had no idea. As your team comes out, we'll let you get back to your team, Coach. I want to say congratulations. As of Tuesday, you become the 4th winningest coach in Mules history. What does that mean to you?
It just means I've enjoyed my time here, and I don't keep up with that stuff.
Unfortunately for you, I do.
Yeah, I love being here. I love coaching these kids, and it's not, you say it's not all about wins, but sometimes it is. But I'm just glad to be here and have a job.
You going to commit to 10 more years with us, Coach, right here, right now?
Yeah, I don't know
there
about that.
There you go. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Good luck to you guys. We'll see you guys
All right,
afterwards.
thanks.
Coach Will Durden joining us live. Very modest guy. And those of you that are joining us on the radio and Facebook and YouTube, Coach Durden just surpassed career wins 152. And that means for Coach Durden, he is now the 4th winningest coach in Mules program history. He is literally 100 wins away from becoming the all-time winningest coach in Poplar Bluff history. And that's, of course, our coach, Will Durden, a phenomenal coach for the Mules basketball team. And, Jeff, you heard Coach Durden talk about what it's going to take to beat Cape Central. Last time these two squared off, Cape Central, they dominated on the boards. They were plus 21. That cannot happen here tonight with Cameron Harris out tonight. Do you think Cape Central has a shot of out-rebounding Bluff like they did back in early December?
Central is pretty deep with height, and so it'll be interesting to see who they have in there for him. But we've got a lot of size, as you can tell, with warming up. So it's going to be interesting to see who they have replace him. But it will be more difficult this time because Cam Harris is a good player. He's just a big body, just a big football body. He's an athlete. He's a football player playing basketball. So he will be missed. Now, who does Bluff have out tonight?
Bluff's got Darian Webb. He is going to be out with that broken wrist, and he is out the remainder of the season. And the last time that Darian Webb faced off against Cape, he had 17 points on the night, and he had big free throws late in that ball game to keep them close. And that's going to be something we're going to have to watch out for tonight.
That's going to be a huge missing piece for them. 17 points in the SEMO Conference tournament. That's pretty nice.
That is really nice. So we're going to see what happens to him coming up here later on. So if we're not going to start Cameron Harris, who do you think that fifth starter might be for Coach Drew Church?
I don't know. It's possible they go with speed. Because Central is a high-pressure defense. It's possible they really try to come after him with some speed and put another guard in there. So it'll be, I don't know. We'll have to see.
So we got 13 minutes now until we get ready for the tip-off here tonight. I want to go right to our social media page. We've got several comments coming in. I want to make sure that we talk to everybody who is tuning in. A lot of folks congratulating our brand new homecoming queen for basketball, and that is Miss Ella Zagainer. And of course, I seen something, Tiffany Hughes. She was our basketball homecoming queen back in 1990. Tiffany, we're so glad that you were tuning in here tonight. And of course, let us know where you're watching from tonight and what team you are going for. Is it going to be Poplar Bluff? Is it going to be Cape Central? We want to hear from you. And oh, by the way, coming up later on, we're going to give you an opportunity. If you're watching us on social media, on YouTube and Facebook, we're going to give you a chance to pick up this awesome KWOC patriotic shirt. We're going to have Tim throw that up on the screen. And what we'll do is we will give you our trivia later on. I thought, Jeff, tonight what we would do, normally we do trivia about Poplar Bluff, but on Sunday it is a big football matchup between Cincinnati, KC. I thought we'd do some Chiefs trivia.
Ooh, I always like that.
You seen the question earlier on. Do you think folks are going to get it pretty quick?
I would hope so. But you never know.
You never know. So that's what you're going to win.
I
got
it pretty fast.
You did get it pretty fast, but you are a diehard Chiefs fan, no doubt about it.
I'm a diehard fan of this person.
Yes, you are.
Right.
So we will talk about that later on. But as you can see on the screen, that's what we're going to win here tonight. Either a long sleeve or a hoodie. It says "In God We Trust" on the front. It has the American flag on the back. It is our patriotic KWOC shirt, and we're going to give that away later on this game. So be ready for that. And all you got to do is comment in the comment section who you think the answer might be. It'll be multiple choice. You got 4 guesses at it, so good luck. Coming up next, we've got the starting lineups on who we believe are going to be the starting 5. We will do that when we come back. It is the Tigers and the Mules. We are live. It is Homecoming 2022. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. And we are back here live on the program, and let's get to our starting lineups here tonight. Our starting lineups are being brought to you by our good friends over at First Midwest Bank. Let's start with the Tigers of Cape Central. They are the away team, wearing their black jerseys with the orange trim and the orange numbering. They are coming in offensively, averaging 58 points, defensively only allowing 43. By the way, they have won 5 games in a row. Their last loss came against those pesky Jackson Indians all the way back on December 29th. They have won 12 of their last 15, and by the way, their last district championship was all the way back in 2018 and 2019. They're being coached by Drew Church. He is in his 16th season with a record of 288 to 198, a winning percentage of 593. Their assistant coaches are Mike Church, Jeff Beck, and James Lane. And for the starting lineups here tonight, let's let Jeff take over in that category. Jeff, what do you think our starting 5 might look like here for Cape Central?
Well, we're definitely going to have Cam Williams. I mean, he's their go-to player, that's for sure. We'll have the Brantner kid, John Brantner. He's a great point guard, 6'4" point guard. You don't see that a lot of times in high school. Clayton McClard, he'll also play guard. He's kind of a spark plug type player. He's really fast, really quick. He's a great receiver on the football team as well. And then Maurice Boyd, he's another kind of guard player. He's kind of a hybrid, and he's a good player. Also, I don't know who they're going to put in for Cam Harris. That's a big question.
I would be, if I'm guessing, I'm going to say Max Vogel might be the guy.
Yeah, he's usually the first one off the bench.
Yeah,
so
he's
that would
a
make
6'4" sophomore. I would say it's going to be Vogel. Thank you for doing those starting 5, by the way. That was great. Let's turn things over now, and let's get to our starting 5 for the Poplar Bluff Mules. They are the home team on the scoreboard. White jerseys, maroon trim, maroon numbering. And, of course, here's who we believe, or I should say, let's talk about the Mules. They're coming in averaging 60 points on offense. They're allowing 53 points. They have won 12 of their last 16 ball games. By the way, they are 1-1 in the conference and 12-4 overall. They're trying to make that big stride like they did last season. Get hot at the right time. They made it all the way to the quarterfinals last season. They're being coached by Will Durden once again in his 10th season. A record of 192 to 95, a winning percentage of 615. The assistant coaches are Aaron Duncan, David Prater, and Joe McDuffie. Off the bench here tonight, we expect Darius Graham, number 2, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 10, Torrance Williams, a 6'5" sophomore. And number 33, Jack Scott. He is a 6'6" junior. Looking at the Mules' overall starting 5, we believe it'll be one junior and 4 seniors. Number 3, Gavin Rivers, back-to-back ball games of a double-double. He is a 6'4" junior. Number 4, Fentress Williams, a 6'5" senior. And then Gage Rivers, number 5, a 6'1" senior. He has been playing out of his mind. 2 out of the last 3 ball games, 30-plus points. Number 11, Nick Brummett, a 6'2" senior. And number 12, Cannon Carr. He is a 6-foot senior. Those are the starting 5 and the first off the bench for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Normally, I kind of do this, but with Jeff being with me tonight, he has done his homework. For our keys to victory tonight, we'll turn things over to Jeff. It's all being brought to you by Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff. Give them a call, 785-1500, or find them on Facebook and ask about their comprehensive maintenance plan. All right, Jeff, for the Cape Central Tigers, give us what you think our keys to victory for the Tigers are going to be here tonight.
So I think for Central, it's defense, defense, defense. They pride themselves on a stingy defense. They only give up 41 points per game. That's the best defensive average they've had in 13 years. And so you'll see them fly around, see pressure full court. They got a lot of speed out there. Also, the other key is just let Cam Williams be Cam Williams. Let him take over the game, but be complimentary to him. Also, a key is how will the Harris absence affect the team? That's going to be a big thing, especially on defense. And so I kind of see Brantner having a great game, kind of like he did in against Notre Dame. He had 22 points, played with a lot of intensity, a lot of grit. And so I think those are the main keys for Cape Central tonight.
What about Poplar Bluff? Did you do your homework on Bluff? I know you did.
A little bit. It's the biggest thing is they got to keep Williams off the boards. he can take over a game by rebounding. I know the first time they played in the SEMO Conference Tournament, he had 18 putback points. Those are just heartbreak points for a defense that fights and fights and fights. So if you're giving up those putback points, it can really hurt. And I think if they get, with Harris gone, if they get another key, if they get Williams in foul trouble early, that could really impact the game. And with Central's stingy defense, I think if Bluff limits their turnovers, that they can stay in this.
You know what? I've decided that I'm going to take the headset off and I'm going to go to the house and pull this thing up on YouTube. You got it the rest of the night. You're good to go.
I don't know if I can do the play-by-play.
You know what you're doing. You got this all going
I don't
down.
know everybody's names, but I know enough to be dangerous.
I tell you what, we've got Jeff Bruni here. I'm so glad he was able to make the trip down from Cape Girardeau to watch this phenomenal ball game. How big of a win would this be, first off, for Cape Central to stay unbeaten in the SEMO Conference and to knock out Poplar Bluff yet again, twice in one season? How big would that be for Cape Central? You
know, anytime you play Bluff, it's a rivalry game for Central, and I think both ways. Bluff loves to beat Central as well. And, you know, anytime after the Christmas break, you're kind of getting going right after Christmas break, and it takes a little bit to kind of get your moxie going. And so a big win over a big conference opponent would be huge for either team.
Well, let's take that further. I know you're talking about conference, but talk about Bluff for just a moment. They've already lost one time to Cape Central. Tonight, no Derry and Webb, so take away about 16 points away from the Mules already. How big would that be for the Mules to, I would believe this may be an upset if the Mules can knock off Cape Central here tonight and have Cape Central be a one-loss team in the conference?
It would be a huge win for them. You know, anytime that you can beat a rival like that, it can really spark the rest of your season. So if they knock off Central here, I mean, look out. You know, you just really start playing where you got nothing to lose, kind of like the Bengals we were talking about earlier. They're like, hey, we're on house money from here on out, and we're playing great. Let's go. Let's just go.
Well, let's give you the hardest question of the night. Since you're the guest, who wins this game and by how much?
Man, so I mean,
obviously,
I'm a Central guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, those of you, we'll show you later on. He is wearing his Tiger shirt tonight, by the way.
Right. And I have a Tiger shirt under this.
You do.
Right. I think Central wins it, but I think it's going to be way closer considering the two absences. And, Central holds people, like I said, to 42 points. I think it's probably going to be 54-41. Cape Central.
It's always a low-scoring game when these two meet up, but I'm going to go against you. I'll say Bluff gets the win here tonight, but I think the Mules win by 10.
By 10?
By 10.
Wow.
Now, if that does not happen, no one's ever going to believe me ever again.
Right,
I'm just saying.
That's all right.
So we've got everything set. We've got our water. You've got whatever you're drinking.
I got water.
You want this green detox drink?
The FCC would be after me if I said exactly what that looked like.
Okay. So coming up, we're going to bring you our national anthem, and we're going to be joined by the Show Me Marching Band coming up here tonight. So you'll be able to hear the national anthem live right here on the program. Remember, if you're tuning in on social media, yeah, Tim's got that drink. There you go. Appreciate you looking over here. That's Jeff Bruni, by the way. He's a big Cape Central Tiger guy. We've got Eric Wallace. He is tuning in from Kenmore, Washington. Glad to have him alongside. And we're going to go down at courtside. We will have our national anthem coming up here in just a moment.
The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed by the Poplar Bluff Band.
Outstanding job by the Show Me Marching Band here tonight with our national anthem. And I tell you what, Jeff, you look out here tonight, what a big crowd coming out here on homecoming night. And we've got some very loyal fans, as does Cape Central. Tonight, it's got the mark of an exciting matchup here tonight, and we'll see what happens as we're going to get to our starting lineups here tonight. They're all being brought to you by our friends, First Midwest Bank. So here tonight, it appears that Max Vogel is going to be that fifth starter we talked about for Cape Central. I kind of thought they might go with Vogel. They're going to go with Vogel here, it looks like, Jeff, and it looks like they might be going for speed also.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're going to see some high-pressure defense here coming out of the gate.
So here tonight we've got Cape Central, we've got Poplar Bluff, and of course the Mules are going to be the away, or the home team rather, Cape Central. They will be the away team on the scoreboard. And we're going to see the first introductory, by the way, Maurice Boyd. Here comes John Brantner, a 6'4 senior. You've got McClard, who is dynamite from outside, a 5'8 junior. And then Max Vogel, rather, a 6'4 sophomore. And then the big man. Give us some more details on Cameron Williams. You were telling me a few weeks ago in the studio that this young man is always the first one in the gym and always the last one to leave.
Well, he works out the same place that I do in the off season. And I go in at 6 a.m. and he's in there at 5 a.m. And this is a high school kid that, that kind of work ethic, this young is just a junior. I've been super impressed with that. He's a player. He's got. He can play in college, that's for sure, with that type of work ethic.
Gavin Rivers is getting that first introduction. Back-to-back ball games of a double-double. Here comes Fentress Williams, who used to play at Cape Central.
That's right.
Here his senior year. Gage Rivers in 2 out of 3 ball games, 30-plus points. We're going to need every bit of that here tonight. Nick Brummett, number 11. And the football quarterback for the Mules, number 12, Cannon Carr.
The quarterbacks always have the best hair, don't you think?
Yes, they do.
I mean, just look at mine.
There you go, absolutely. I don't have much hair. I didn't play quarterback, obviously.
All great quarterbacks go through a long hair stage.
Yes, they do.
I just happen to do mine at 48 years old.
Ed is tuning in all the way from Jefferson City. Glad to have you alongside. Eric Wallace, where you been, my man? Kenmore, Washington. Here we go. Jeff, you ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Fentress Williams, Cameron Williams, Jeff Bruni, I'm Frankie Castile. Here we go. As we're underway, it's going to be controlled by the Tigers of Cape Central. They're going to go left to right on your radio dial and your TV screen, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook. Brantner going to hand off to Boyd. Boyd top of the key. Vogel quickly inside. And just like that, Williams up and in. Quick 2 points and an assist by the Tigers.
What was great about that, too, is a catch and shot immediately. No putting on the ground, no messing around.
No messing around. They're going right after him. Fentress Williams now going over Cameron Harris. No good. So Cameron Williams quickly, another rebound for him. And it's still 2-0 here as Bluff trails early in this contest. Vogel thought about taking the three. McClard, he is dynamite from outside. You've got to watch him. He got loose in the first matchup against Poplar Bluff, as did Brantner. McClard thought about taking it again. Now Boyd, and an offensive foul. Good job by Nick Brummett, and that is a quick turnover by the Tigers.
A charge like that at home can really get the crowd going.
Yes, it can. Hey, good job, Eric. Glad you don't have it, my friend. Glad you're feeling better. Yolanda Clark is tuning in. Of course, she's related to the Rivers brothers here tonight. Glad to have you alongside. Brummett going to go baseline, up and over. It's going to be no good, but Gavin Rivers' shot going to be partially blocked. Brummett again, a third opportunity. It's no good. And Gavin Rivers this time is going to go up and score.
There was a lot of standing around there for Cape Central. They really got to put a body on somebody underneath that backboard.
So Williams got a partial block earlier in that set, and somehow the Mules have to eliminate him from underneath the basket, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Those putback points, just like we talked about for Williams, it can be huge for Bluff also.
Yes, it can. Boyd now thought about pulling the trigger, and don't fret on Williams. He can shoot a three-pointer at 6'7". McClard over to Vogel for three. This one is off the backboard. It's no good. Rebounded that time by Fentress Williams. Here comes the Mules. Gage Rivers at 33 the other night. He is jacked up. He goes inside the paint and gives the Mules their first lead of the ball game. I like the aggressiveness here early by Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that they were in the locker room, that the coach told them, hey, let's be aggressive out there.
Williams now working on Fentress, and this one's going to be knocked away by Fentress Williams. No foul called, 5:41 to go. Cape Central, they are shooting 50%. The Mules at 40% right now. Poplar Bluff is 2 out of 5. Quickly on the inbound now to Vogel, guarded by Cannon Carr. Carr's really came on strong. Williams' shot going to be a little bit short that time. Rebounded by Fentress Williams. Here comes the Mules. Gage Rivers now top of the key. He'll hand it over to Brummett. Now back to Gage Rivers for three. This one is off the top of the rim. It's no good. Boy, Vogel has been a factor here early in this contest here. Coach Church going with him on the start tonight. So far, it's paid off.
You know, and there's a pretty significant size advantage between Vogel and the quarterback.
Yes, there are. So Vogel now picked up by the quarterback, Cannon Carr. Boyd now hands over to McClard. Boyd thought about pulling the trigger on a three-pointer. He'll give it to Brantner. Got to watch him. Gavin Rivers on him. Brantner thrives from the outside. Boyd takes a three-point basket. It's no good. But there's the offensive rebound by Williams. Putback is no good. And the rebound falls into the hands of Poplar Bluff. So the Mules have got to eliminate second chance points by Williams.
They just did there. That was big for them.
Thank you so much for chiming in on the video. Everything is sounding and looking good on our end. Gage Rivers' pull-up jumper is no good. It's going to be taken by Brantner. And here comes the Tigers. And quickly down the floor now, Maurice Boyd. And now it is a 4-4 tie.
That's where Central really gets you. That stingy defense, hitting guys that run deep. You know, Boyd knew right there that it was going to be a steal, and he took off to the basket.
So here we go now as Brummett. We're going to see Torrance Williams coming in momentarily. What a move by Brummett. It's no good. McClard will come away with the rebound. So now Vogel quickly down the floor now. Over to McClard. They'll work it outside to Brantner. Good defense here by Gavin Rivers early on Brantner. And now Vogel wants to try. Good job by Gavin Rivers. So far, the Mules defense has been very solid.
It was great hands there by Rivers.
It really was, and Gage Rivers will take a seat. Fentress Williams takes the seat. Darius Graham comes in, as does Torrance Williams. They go inside to Williams, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Torrance Williams, and that'll be the first foul of the ball game for Poplar Bluff.
So the Williams that you're going to want to look out for in the future is Dallas Williams. That's their younger brother. He's going to be a great player for Poplar Bluff.
Boy, we're glad to hear that. He's in 8th grade, right?
He's in 8th grade. He played with my son for several years when he lived in Cape.
Gotcha. So Brantner now, boy, the Mules defense all over him. A 2-3 zone right now. McClard picked up by Darius Graham, our Mules wide receiver for Poplar Bluff football. McClard had thought about taking a three-pointer, and now they'll back away. 3:21 to play here in the first. 4-4 the score. Going to be, it looks like, the making of another low-scoring ball game. It usually is when these two play. Boyd, long two-pointer, it's no good. Rebounded by Darius Graham, who had 11 rebounds on Tuesday. Gavin Rivers, a double-double on Tuesday as well. Cannon Carr works it around to Graham near the baseline. Good cut to Nick Brummett, and we're going to get a whistle and a travel on the Mules.
You know what's impressive with both these teams, and just high school kids in general right now? The size, right? You got so many kids that are 6'3" and over. When I played at Cape Central, myself and my buddy Jason McKee, we were 6'3". We were both the tallest kids on the team.
Wow.
And we were a 5A school, right?
Lots of things have changed over the years for sure. McClard works it outside to Brantner. Brantner inside to the big man Williams. McClard, good defense by the Mules. Man, they are closing out quickly. We're going to get a whistle and a foul coming up. I believe it might be on Torrance. If it is, it's number 2.
You know, and what was great about that defense, too, was the sag down by the guard to help with Williams and the kick back out. Central's really got to start shooting the three-pointers on those.
That's going to be on number 11 instead. Nick Brummett is going to be called for that personal foul, so that's good news for the Mules. Instead of it being 2 on Torrance, it'll be 1. There's a big basket there by Cape Central.
Yeah, Williams, he can hit those shots from everywhere. That high post is one of his go-tos.
6-4 now. Cape Central leading by 2 yet again. It's a 4-0 run by Cape Central. And now Gage Rivers going to back it out. Reset the offense here as Darius Graham takes a touch inside the paint, up and over 2 defenders.
That was a pretty shot.
That was a very pretty shot by Darius Graham. So now we are tied up, under 2 minutes to play here in the first. 6-6 tie.
You know, I've been impressed with Bluff's movement on offense. They're moving around. The key to any level of basketball is moving without the ball. And so they've been really good at that so far.
Vogel with a three-point basket. It's no good. Darius Graham with the rebound. He is quickly down the floor, up and over. And just like that, Darius Graham is coming alive. He's got 4 points early in the ball game, and it's a 2-point lead by the Mules.
Yeah, the student section is really getting fired up over there.
I'm trying to read some of these signs by the Mules. They're very interesting. There's a steal by Darius Graham. Takes it away from Boyd. And now Gavin Rivers goes up and over, and he's got 4 points as well. Another assist by Gage.
You might see a timeout coming here pretty quick from Coach Church if we don't score.
Brantner, boy, that's a big move by Brantner. He's going to go up, and he'll shoot a free throw as well. A big 3-point play coming up for the Tigers. It is now 10-8 the score. And that'll be a foul, I believe, on Gavin Rivers. It is going to be on Rivers. And we're going to see coming in Mateo Rivers. He'll come in for Clayton McClard.
You know, Central does a good job of switching their guards in and out. They want to keep them fresh so they can have that high-pressure defense.
So John Brantner at the free throw line to make this a 1-point lead for the Mules. He converts on a 3-point play. 1:07 to play here in the first. 10-9. Mules lead by 1. There's a quick steal.
There's that quick defense.
Oh, boy, the Mules, Gavin Rivers right there to take it right back. Boy, both teams are being very stingy on defense, and they're running really good sets on offense. So now Graham quickly over to Torrance Williams. He'll be guarded by Cameron Williams, the big man. And now Gavin's going to hold it. 41 seconds and counting here. 10-9. Mules lead by a point. Been a very good contested ball game early on by both teams here in the first. Bluff with a 1-point advantage. Darius Graham, he's got 4 points on the night. Gage Rivers a long 3. This one is short, and the rebound's going to be taken by Brantner.
That was good hustle there by both Bluff kids.
Yes, it was. Great hustle by Nick Brummett. Gage Rivers, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Tigers with 19 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Glad to have you alongside Miss Paula Webb. Happy homecoming to you as well. Vogel now throws it inside. Brummett knocks it away. Good defense by the Mules. As a Cape guy, you've got to be impressed with the Mules defense early in this contest.
They look great. They're very active in the pass lanes. Central's having to work for everything they got.
Vogel going to go back inside to Cameron Williams, and it's going to be a foul on Gage Rivers. He tried to go for the block, but instead it'll put Williams on the free throw line. By the way, Williams, not your traditional big man free throw shooter. He's pretty good out there.
He's got great touch from the line.
He does.
And you notice there, the Bluff defense really sagged down. There were 3 guys down below on him that time.
First free throw coming up here by Cameron Williams, and he's got 5 of the team's 10. We're going to see for Cape Central, McClard back in the ballgame. Maurice Boyd is going to take a seat. By the way, the Tigers shooting 40% on the night. 6 rebounds. Mules have 7 rebounds, and the Mules shooting 42% so far in this ballgame. Free throw coming up, and it is a 1-point lead by the Tigers. 5 seconds and counting. Gage Rivers pushes off a little bit, and there is a second foul by Gage Rivers, and that is something the Mules cannot afford, and that is to get in foul trouble early against the Tigers. Cannon Carr going to check in. Gage Rivers has got to come out now. He's got 2 points and 2 assists so far in this ball game.
So is Bluff about 7 deep with who they rotated?
Deep, yeah. 7 to 8 deep. Oh my goodness, what a steal by Darius Graham on the inbound. And just like that, it is a 2-point, or make that a 1-point ball game, as the Mules quickly in transition following the turnover. They now lead at 12-11. We'll be back. Mules lead by 1 on the Southeast Side and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
This is where it's done. The training, the work, the commitment, the sacrifice. So when these athletes hit the court, they are ready. Mules get it done.
All right, so we are back as we get ready for quarter number 2, and we are going to be doing our big trivia coming up here in just a few moments, so get ready for that, and we'll have that for you. We're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs as they get ready for a big game on Sunday. The Mules back in action right now. Gavin Rivers hands over to Brummett, now to Cannon Carr. Mules lead by a point, 12-11. So now Gavin Rivers.
There at the end of the quarter, there was just a mental error that Central's got to. Anytime you're in a close game like this, a rivalry game, those mental mistakes can really catch up to you.
They really can. Maurice Boyd, by the way, reached his hands in there and took it away from the Mules. 7:40 now. Mules lead by a point. And everybody on Facebook right now, they are loving what they are seeing by not just Poplar Bluff, but both teams, as both teams are grinding it out right now. Good move by Cameron Williams, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And I believe that one is going to be on Brummett, and that'll be his second personal foul.
And that's 6 total fouls on the Mules so far. That's really going to catch up to him here in the first half.
It really is. We're going to see Fentress Williams coming back into the ballgame right now. Do me a favor, share this video feed for us on Facebook and YouTube. We would greatly appreciate that. And, of course, we thank you for tuning in on the radio side of things, too, on 93.3 FM and 9:30 a.m. Brentner taking a long two-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded by Poplar Bluff. And here come the Mules now. Torrance Williams inside the paint with the left hand. What a move by Torrance Williams in the paint.
That was nice.
14-11 now. Mules, their largest lead of the night. They lead by 3. Cape has led by as many as 2 points. Mules have now led by as many as 3. So McClard is back in the ball game here. I feel like Cape Central, Poplar Bluff, they're going to go about 7, maybe 8 deep. Cameron Williams from the free throw line. This one rattles out. It's no good. Rebounded by Fentress Williams. And now Gavin Rivers brings the ball down the floor for Poplar Bluff, leading 14-11 with 6:30 left in the first half. Torrance Williams once again going up, and he will draw the foul.
You had a big height mismatch right there. McClard was on Williams, and, Williams recognized that and took him straight to the basket.
Yes, he did. McClard is going to be called for the personal foul. Torrance Williams going to the free throw line, presented by Christian Automotive and Tire. So far this season, he is a 39% free throw shooter. He is 14 out of 36. First one is on the way. You betcha, nothing but net that time. That's something he has been working on in practice like you would not believe, is to improve his free throw shooting. He's got 3 points here tonight so far. Second one is on the way. This one is no good. Rebounded by John Brantner. And here come the Tigers.
The key to those free throws is you got to practice them tired. That's why coaches always have you do at the end of practice. You got to do push-ups before them, anything to make yourself exhausted.
Absolutely. Vogel now going inside to Williams, and the Mules were out of position, but the shot did not go down.
I would think that would have been a goaltending there. He hit the rim with his hand.
Could have been. Cannon Carr, the Mules get the ball back, and they go inside to Fentress Williams. Turnaround jumper is too strong, but look who grabbed the rebound. Gavin Rivers is not going to be able to get the shot to go down, and John Brantner comes away with the rebound. And here we go as Boyd outside to Brantner for 3. I knew that was going in as soon as it left his hand. You can't leave him open.
Brantner's got a smooth shot. I played against his dad in high school, and growing up, Brian, he was a great basketball coach himself, coached Bell City to a state championship.
He's got 6 points here, but there's 6 quiet points in this ball game so far. And it's a 15-14 lead for the Mules, and there's a turnover. Cannon Carr trying to go inside. We're going to see Gage Rivers back in the ball game now. He'll check in for Fentress Williams. Nope. Make that Torrance instead. So Torrance will come out. Fentress comes back in. 5:22 to play in the first half. It is a 15-14 lead right now. We're going to get to some of your comments here on social media in just a few moments. As Brantner now, what a great ball game here on homecoming night in the first half. We knew it would be. What a move by Williams. Up and over Fentress. He's got 8 points of the team's 16 in the first half.
He's got such soft hands. Just when he touches the ball, you notice that finger roll he put in there. He's just got soft touch.
As Darius Graham took a three-point shot, it's no good. Tiffany Hughes says, come on, Mules. Jack Scott's going to come in momentarily. He also wears number 33. Same as Cameron Williams.
Yeah, my wife shared this on Facebook, so hopefully
nice.
she wants to get some Tiger fans listening.
Yes, she does. Cameron Williams, three-point basket is no good. Rebounded by Gage Rivers, and here comes the Mules. It's still a 16-15 lead. Gavin Rivers off the backboard.
Did you say Rivers plays receiver?
Brother. Do what now?
Did you say Rivers plays receiver?
No, that's Darius Graham plays receiver.
He looked like a receiver right there.
He did, absolutely did. Thank you, Miss Paula. We appreciate that. She says, for a Tigers fan, you're doing a good job calling the game.
Awesome. Hey, I mean, how often do you get guys from two different schools
to do that?
Calling
absolutely.
This, right? That's pretty cool.
Cameron Williams, spin move in the paint, count it, and the foul. And we're going to see Jack Scott coming into the ball game now, and that's going to be a foul on Fentress Williams. He'll come out of the ball game now, and Jack Scott checks in. On the other end, Mateo Rivers is going to come in. John Brantner takes a seat. Matter of fact, he's going straight to the locker room area. Maybe some blood somewhere. Got to get it cleaned off.
Or a bathroom break?
Maybe. I don't think it's going to be a bathroom break per se.
No, I think it's blood.
Cameron Williams, 11 points right now here in the ball game. The team's got 19. He's got 11 of them. And we knew he was going to get his points here tonight, no doubt about that.
Yep, he always finds a way to score.
Oh, Darius Graham lost his footing, somehow able to find Cannon Carr. And now we get a whistle and a travel on the Mules. Mules have 5 turnovers, 3 by Cape Central. They're going to call that a foul. Yeah, they called that a foul instead. I thought they called that a travel. They're going to say Max Vogel instead on the foul. So now turnover on the Mules after all. And just like that, Mateo Rivers is going to get the basket. Good assist by Clayton McClard. And we're going to get a whistle here and a timeout by Poplar Bluff. Our timeouts are being brought to you by our good friends at Larry Hillis Dodge in Poplar Bluff. They're exceeding your expectations. All right, we ready to give away or do our trivia?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You ready to go, Tim, on this? All right, so let's do some trivia with Kansas City going to play in the AFC Championship on Sunday. They're going to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here is our trivia question. All you've got to do is comment A, B, C, or D. And here is our question here tonight. Let me pull it up. Here we go. In 1993, the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game, 30-13. What I want to know is who was the Chiefs quarterback in that game? Was it A, Lynn Dawson, B, Todd Collins, C, Joe Montana, or D, Trent Green? Let us know what you think right now, and of course we will select a winner. We may select more than one winner. We'll let Jeff decide that.
My wife texted and asked if she could answer it, and I said absolutely not.
Absolutely not. See, you're a lot meaner than I would have been. I would have said the more the merrier. Submit your answer right now on our Facebook feed and our YouTube feed, and we'll make sure select some winners coming up here in just a little while. Gage Rivers, three-point shot, it's no good. And there's a rebound by Rivers, or Mateo Rivers. It's very unusual to have Rivers here on each team.
You do.
So just like that now, Boyd, that was actually Boyd who got the rebound, not Rivers. They work it around to McClard. McClard is going to back it outside, and we'll see. He'll take a deep three this time. Money for Clayton McClard. And now Central with a 7-point lead.
The best place to hit a three is right in front of the opposing team's student section.
We're going to see coming back into the ball game now is John Brantner, and we're going to see David Durbin coming in the ball game for Poplar Bluff. He's going to come in for Gage Rivers, and we're going to get a foul. That's going to be a foul. They got that on Gage Rivers, unless they're going to call that on McClard. Yep, they're going to call that on McClard. So now Gavin Rivers is going to be blocked by Cameron Williams. And now the Tigers up by 7 here in the ball game. Good job by David Durbin. This one is going to go out of bounds. The last touch by Poplar Bluff.
You know, Cam Williams, even though he's 6'7", he can dribble the whole length of the court.
So now 2:06 to play here before halftime here. And right now the Mules have their biggest deficit of the night. It is a 7-point lead. Cameron Williams goes up, and he's going to draw the foul. Jack Scott is going to be the man to pick up that foul.
You know, seasoned players know how to draw contact.
Yes, they do.
And Cam, even though he's a junior, he's great at driving and drawing contact.
So now Cameron Williams, 11 points here in the ball game so far. First one is on the way, and this one gets stuck up by the rim. It's no good.
The first time I saw Williams play, he was a freshman on the JV team, and we went to the game, and he got the ball at the top of the key and drove the lane and tomahawk dunked it as a freshman.
Oh, my goodness.
And I turned to the other parents, and I was like, who is this kid?
Second free throw was no good. How often do you see Williams missing 2 free throws? Not very often. Right now the Mules have got to capitalize. And Rivers misses the elbow jumper, rebounded here by Boyd and the Tigers.
You know, I'm surprised that Coach Church didn't pull Cam. They're the last break of play. 2 minutes left. Might be a good time to get your stud on the bench to give him a blow.
And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul. I believe it's going to be on Maurice Boyd away from the ball. It is. And that'll be team foul number 5 for the Tigers. 1:36 now and counting. Mules down by 7, their largest here of the first half of play. And it's all about Cameron Williams so far in this first half. 11 points of the team's 24. He has been all over the floor right now for Cape Central. Jack Scott now near the free throw line, gets it outside to Cannon Carr. The Mules have not made a 3-point basket so far in this first half. Very uncharacteristic, and the Mules carry that time. Turnover by Darius Graham.
You know, Cam Williams hasn't been out of the game yet, but Bluff has been really good at bringing post players in to have fresh post players on him the whole game.
Absolutely. Mules now 1:08 to play here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we're going to be interviewing the birthday boy, the second birthday boy of the day, and that is John Scott, turning 50 today. We'll see how his birthday has been so far. If I know John Scott, he's probably had about a dozen hot dogs so far today. Guaranteed.
A dozen hot dogs?
I'm sure he has. He's a hot dog eating machine.
Is he trying
and he's as skinny as a rail, too. Go figure that.
He needs to enter that Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
I guess so. Boyd now picked up by David Durbin. 37 seconds. They go inside to Williams, and it's going to be tipped away. That was by David Durbin who took that ball away somehow. Darius Graham inside the paint. Oh, it just rims out on him.
That's a shame that didn't go in. It was a great move.
The Mules, another steal by David Durbin. Mules cannot buy a basket right now. They have tried. 16 seconds. Boy, a make right here, you would think, would give the Mules some momentum.
It'd be big going in halftime.
9 seconds here and counting. Here we go. 7 now on the clock. Darius Graham. The Mules have got to go. Graham is going to have to force a three-pointer. It's not even going to touch rim. And Coach Durden is not happy with the shot selection by the Mules. And I'm sure that'll be something that he'll hear about coming up at halftime. All right, 27, or make that 24-17 is the score. And we're going to give you about an 8-minute break, Jeff.
Whoa.
We're going to come back after halftime
maybe I'll
and bring
go to
you
the hot
back
dogs.
in. Maybe get one of those hot dogs. John Scott's walking over here right now, so come back and join us for the halftime. It's all being brought to you by Los Margaritas, Maya's, and Taco Taco. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Las Margaritas and Mayas, serving up the best authentic Mexican food since 1997. The Esquivel family, always proud to support our Poplar Bluff Mules.
And we are back here live with our halftime report. And, of course, you're getting a good look right now at our Pom Squad and our dance team right now as they are performing here at the half. And, of course, there is our trivia question on the screen right now. In 1993, John, the Kansas City Chiefs, they lost to the Bills 30-13. What I want to know is who was the starting quarterback. Don't tell me the answer if you know it. Who would be the starting quarterback in that game? You know the answer?
Of course I know that answer.
Okay, I figured you would, but don't tell me the answer just yet. So first off, listen, we've been discussing this all ball game long. In all seriousness, I have something to tell you. It's breaking news. Happy 50th birthday, my friend. What's it feel like to be 50 right
man,
now?
It's old and terrible. I got kicked off the radio. I turned 50. I've been a victim of ageism. I think I got a case, man.
Listen, here's the thing. Everybody watching right now on social media, to make John feel better for this game, let's all get together, wish him a big happy birthday right now on Facebook and YouTube. That, my friend, will make you feel better.
Absolutely, Frank. And if you might indulge me just for a moment, it is my 50th birthday, and I would like to give a shout-out to my dear mother.
Yes,
who
please
cannot be here tonight and would be here tonight. She's not in the best of health in the world, but a woman who taught me the importance of the spoken word and the importance of the written word, and a woman who taught me the importance of a well-cooked and well-prepared meal, a well-set table,
yes,
and the finer things in life. And the toughest person, and I say that, not the toughest woman I've ever known, but the toughest person that I've ever known. I would like to give a shout out to my mother, who hopefully is listening in, and tell her that I love her very much, and thank you for bringing me into this world 50 years ago today.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad you talked about your mom. That's impressive. That's a good man right there. So we're down by 7, John.
You can't blame that on me, Frankie. Not my fault.
Listen, we're going to blame it on you. I'm telling you right now, it's your fault. I know my grandma Jackie's tuning in right now, and she is sure blaming John Scott for all of this atrocity right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think we're going to be okay. You know, we've played pretty evenly with them. We've had a couple of minor breakdowns. I was worried we would have one of those 3 or 4 minutes or a quarter where we just kind of lose our focus. We didn't have that. I like to see Darius playing very well tonight, getting up. You know, man, he can jump and get up. We need to get to the free throw line. I don't know. You have that stat. I'm not sure how many free throws we shot tonight so far.
You ready for this? Just
0? 2. Yeah,
we've shot 2. Torrance Williams was 1 out of 2. And looking on the other side, Central only 4 out of 6.
His percentage is going up.
Yeah, his percentages has gone up for sure.
It's hard to win a game and not shooting free throws. So otherwise, man, we're playing well with these guys. Their big kid Cameron Williams is playing well, but we're holding him, and I feel like we're in pretty good shape. We're gonna come out strong like we do in the third quarter. I'm sure Coach will get him coached up good, and Gage, get him going a little bit. He had that nice bucket early on, and he hasn't found quite his rhythm yet. But I like where we are. We're at home, homecoming game.
It's a big crowd here tonight, John.
Big crowd, and I like to say, man, I love it when the band is here.
Yes.
When we're hearing real music, and they're doing a great job keeping everybody pumped up tonight. Everybody's in good spirits, man. I like the place is decorated up nice. Congratulations to Ms. Zagainer, our homecoming queen. No, her mother was not class of 90. She was class of 89. Good friend of mine. Good people. It's funny how time marches on and get to see stuff like this happen.
Tiffany Hughes says, happy birthday, John Scott. For his birthday, let's get him a detox drink. What do you say? This big, beautiful green drink. What do you say?
Yeah, I think I may have some other kind of drink later, but
He didn't mean that.
I ordered up a king cake from New Orleans, my favorite place in the world. So I'm going to eat about 3/4 of a king cake later tonight and then try to sleep after that.
I'm going to have Tim, real quick, if you don't mind. Don't be mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm going to have Tim turn this camera around, and let's do it the right way. As soon as the cheerleaders get done performing, let's wish you a happy birthday in style. What do you say?
That works for me, Frankie. I'll take it.
We're going to do that.
I'll take what I can get. When you turn 50, you got to take what you can get. You'll learn one of these days.
Hey, listen, all joking aside, man, I'm so glad that you're a big part of the reason why we get the opportunity here to stream all these ball games, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Thanks to you, we have been able to take this to the next level. Did you know it's your birthday? By the way, you're sharing your birthday with Kenny Hosler also. It's his birthday tonight, best official in Southeast Missouri.
Absolutely.
And, of course, the other thing is, did you know that tonight is our anniversary on KWOC? Tonight, a year ago, we were in New Madrid doing our first basketball game on video stream, and did you know that it failed miserably?
I was going to say, how far you've come with this. Now it runs smooth.
We fell on our face that first night. Here's what happened. First off, Tim Hicks, our camera guy, phenomenal guy behind the camera, had a flat tire. That tells me right there it was going to be a bad night. And then we get all the way down there. As soon as we went live, the camera was all jumping. It was stuttering. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, I do not want to do this ever again. And then a year later, look at where we are.
Absolutely. I hear people all the time say they put this up on their TV at home, and it's smooth as silk. It looks just like, any game, sometimes better than other games. It's great.
Well, do me a favor. It is your birthday, but we have a lot of folks tuning in right now on social media. Look in that camera and just tell the folks that are behind us and how much you truly appreciate everybody who comes out to the ball games, and more importantly, who shares our video feeds and just gets behind our Mules day in and day out.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful thing that these guys are doing. I would encourage anyone watching to come to a game. You've seen it. Come see it live. It's even better live. And I say that, in the world today, we can't control what happens in other places. We can't control what happens in other states, Washington, D.C., wherever. What we can control is what happens here in our community. And these are good folks here tonight, having fun, enjoying a game, doing the kind of things that brings us together. There's a lot more in life that brings us together than divides us. So bravo to Frankie, bravo to River Radio and KWOC for doing this, and everybody listening in. Hey, it's fun. It's good times. These are the good old days, as they say.
Hey, I'm loving this green drink. I'm thinking the people on Facebook and YouTube may not like it so much, but it's pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good mix on there. I don't know what all's in there, but it looks like a good mix. There's more gone tonight than usual.
Grace Brooks, she is watching us right now on her 65-inch TV, coming in loud and clear, my friend.
Absolutely, we love it. It's good stuff.
Absolutely. So here we go. Down by 7. What do the Mules have to do to get back in the ball game and knock off Cape Central here tonight?
We got to clamp down on defense, get our arms up on defense, and come out intense on defense. We got to protect the ball. We've done a pretty good job of that, but we don't need any turnovers. This is the kind of game we need to be flawless, and we're going to have to step it up just a little bit, hit a few shots down here, get Gage in the game, get Gavin in the game, get some buckets for those guys, and we'll be good to go.
Here's the deal. After tonight, you get no more off nights. You're going to be with me the rest of this season. Right. Tuesday night against New Madrid. Got to have you back in this seat. If you're not here, I'm going to come looking for you.
I expect to double my salary and bring me a big green drink. We'll be good.
I don't want to have to bring my attorney with me. All right.
Right on. I hear you.
Right on. So once again, happy birthday.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
glad your mom
you.
is listening to us tonight. And of course, you're one of the best guys I know. And folks out there watching us right now, give John Scott a big thank you. He is the main reason why we get to stream at these games. He got behind us very early, and of course, everybody else kind of did the same thing. So, John, we appreciate you as well. I know your lovely wife is over here, and she is wanting to go back to her tonight. And I know how much you love sitting in the crowds.
Yes.
We'll let you get back to that.
Absolutely.
But Tuesday against New Madrid, you're right here with us.
I'll be here.
John Scott, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you, Frankie.
You betcha. John Scott, the school board president, is joining us here live here on the program. The Mules are down by 7. We'll come back with the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Mules Basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And they started the clock a little bit early, but that's okay. We'll end that commercial break and come right back as Maurice Boyd drains a three-point basket, and we are back and underway. And that is how this half will begin, as the Tigers right now, they lead by a score of 27-17. Fentress Williams high off the backboard, it's no good, and the rebound going to be taken by Boyd.
You know, Central really started to pull away in the first half with transition points. They really, defensively, they really picked it up and got a bunch of baskets on transition.
And that's exactly what they are doing here in this second half. They are wasting no time doing it, as Poplar Bluff, it is now 29-17. So now we see Cannon Carr work it around to Gavin Rivers, and quickly a 4-0 run here by the Tigers. Maurice Boyd, by the way, has all 5 points here, and now we're going to get a foul by John Brantner, it looks like, and that'll be his first team foul number 1 here in the third quarter.
That was a tough foul there. It looked like all ball to me.
It really did.
But you know what? These officials have a tough job. I was a football official for 12 years, varsity football official. I was glad that I was out in the middle of the field, the football field. It's kind of away from the fan. Basketball officials, they hear everything.
Yes, they do.
And so it's a difficult job.
Usually in basketball, you got about 100 other officials that'll tell you what just happened in a play.
Oh, absolutely.
29-19 at both free throws by Gavin Rivers, presented by Christian Automotive. 29-19 the score. Timeout called here by the Tigers of Cape Central.
So Bluff had a little full court press there and did some trapping. So I think you're going to see more of that this half for them to catch back up, down 10 here in the third quarter.
Absolutely.
Third period.
Mules basketball presented by the Bank of Missouri, Scott Law Group LLC, Briggs & Stratton, Larry Hillis Dodge. Also being brought to you by Eye Care Specialist, Christian Automotive and Tire, Las Margaritas, Mayas, and Taco, Air Solutions, Ozark Federal Credit Union, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Poplar Bluff Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair and First Midwest Bank. All of our sponsors here for this basketball season. 6:40 left in the third. It is a 10-point ball game, and this possession is so critical. And just like that, a 3-point opportunity following the inbound, and that's going to put Williams on the free throw line, and Fentress Williams will pick up foul number 2. It is now a 31-19 score.
Williams is so good at getting the ball, power drop step, going to the basket, drawing contact.
Make sure if you're watching us on social media, share this video feed for us. Williams now 14 big points here in this ball game. It's now 32-19 the score. You know, going in without Darian Webb, I kind of thought to myself, you know, it might be very difficult here. And so far, Cape Central, they are making things very tough on the Mules. And Williams could not get that shot to go down. Torrance Williams could not. And the Mules are going to come away with a big turnover, or a steal rather.
That was great hustle there. So in football, as a quarterback, air time equals recovery time. If you throw it too high in the air, defensive backs have time to recover. That's what happened there. You got to throw that ball on the line.
Yes, you do. And now the Mules being more aggressive toward the basket. They draw a foul. Gage Rivers now, who is one of our best free throw shooters, is going to be on the free throw line, presented by Christian Automotive. And, of course, the Mules now down at 32-19, only taking 2 free throws all ball game. Gage Rivers, 82% free throw shooter. It is up, and it is good. Just his 3rd point of this ball game. Boy, Cape Central has done a phenomenal job of isolating Gage Rivers and not letting him really get any kind of momentum right now on the court.
Yeah, Central's their defense is what they hang their hat on.
32-21 the score. Gage Rivers making both free throws. The Mules right now 5 out of 6 on the free throw line. They were only 1 of 2. There's a carry turnover by the Tigers. Let's break it down. The Mules right now shooting 32%. In the first matchup, they shot 31%. And here by the Tigers, they are shooting 55%. And if you're going to beat Cape, those numbers cannot continue.
Yep. Those numbers need to switch if you're going to beat Cape.
And they're going to have to switch, I would say, sometime this quarter. Brummett now works it around to Darius Graham. Graham has 6 points off the bench.
Central is really good. If they smell blood, they really go after you.
Yes, they do. Gage Rivers thought about taking a 3 instead. They're going to tip it over to Gage Rivers. A no-look pass to his brother Gavin. Now back to Gage, picked up by John Brantner. Rivers now trying to go inside, and instead he's going to be called, I believe, for a travel. Yes, he is. Another turnover by the Mules. That is number 7, and the Tigers have 8 so far in the ball game.
So that's what we talked about in the beginning of the game, keys of the game. That Bluff had to limit those turnovers for that active defense.
5:08 to play, 32-21. Vogel now outside to Williams, 14 points and the lead. Torrance Williams going to go in for the jump ball. And it's going to go to the Mules. And that gets the crowd fired up just a little bit.
You know, a tie-up like that is kind of like a charge.
Yeah.
It gets the crowd fired up.
It really does. So they're going to give the steal to Torrance and the turnover to the Tigers. Make sure and share this video feed for us. We want to reach as many people as possible. Graham, he lowered that elbow. Can't do that. And that'll be an offensive foul. Mules have 2 team fouls here in the half. So does Cape. But Cape has a 32-21 lead.
McClard's great at drawing those charges. He's got great active feet. He can get to the spot really fast. And so he draws a lot of charges.
So McClard now picked up by Darius Graham. Graham doing a phenomenal job defensively. 6 points off the bench right now. The biggest story for me as Vogel takes a 3-point basket. It's no good. Rebounded by Brummett. Darius Graham high in the air. What a floater. He's got 8 points. And that brings them a little bit closer now. It's a 9-point deficit right now for the Mules. So it's back to single digits. Cameron Williams, what a block by Torrance, but it's going to be goaltending, I believe, or is it going to be a foul?
Looked like a foul to me.
It may be a foul. Yes, it is. And that's going to be his second personal foul. Coach Durden not happy with the call.
Speaking of getting the crowd fired up, a block shot under the basket of the superstar of the other team.
That's going to
get fired up.
It will get a crowd fired up. First one is up by Williams. He's got 15 points. Mateo Rivers now in the ball game. He'll come in for Clayton McClard. Who do you think the all-time, here's a question for you, who is the best SEMO Conference player you've ever seen?
Ever seen or ever played against?
Ever played against. Well, either one. Either one.
So, ever seen, I have to give it to Poplar Bluff. It was Tyler Hansborough. But a close second was Cape Central's Ron Jones, who was on the 80 championship.
Yes, he was.
And he went to Mizzou, played Mizzou, and he played the NBA. He was the only guy that could guard Michael Jordan.
Wow.
So those two. And then also, like, play against, I got dunked on a few times by Marcus Timmons, Scott County Central. He's probably the best one I played against. We got to be buddies. He played basketball at SIU when I was playing football. And he was a great high school basketball player.
So when an opposing team takes a 3-point basket, we're talking about crowds getting fired up. When an opposing team airballs a 3-pointer, that can also get your fan base really into it and then possibly motivate the team to do even better. Right now, it's only a 9-point lead by Cape. We'll see what the Mules can do with it here as Rivers, they work it outside. Gavin now, a little bit wild there. He's got a great handle of what he's doing. He does a phenomenal job. And then Darius Graham shot a little bit short. What a move. Somehow saved. And there's a hard foul by Cameron Williams.
Rivers Number 3, his motor never turns off. He made a great play there of attacking the basket, go after that rebound. I've been impressed with him on the floor so far.
Yes, definitely. Darius Graham at the free throw line, presented by Christian Automotive. He's got 11 points right now. And yes, I would say, Kathleen, you're absolutely correct. She's saying Tyler Hansborough, no doubt, one of the best players ever to play in the SEMO Conference.
I remember Central had a big kid that year. I think his name was Scotty Mitchell. They were both tall. They were both big. And it was supposed to be like the duel of the year. And Hansborough absolutely destroyed him.
You remember Ricky Frazier of Charleston by chance?
Oh yeah.
He was also a good one. Thank you, Miss Kathleen. He was a good player for Charleston, no doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely. Charleston.
We hated playing against him.
Everybody hated playing against Charleston. They were so good, my gosh. So many great players that went through there.
I still don't like playing against them today.
No.
Cameron Williams at the free throw line again. He's got 16 points, make it 17. And that is the story right now, is how do the Mules stop Cameron Williams? Literally almost has half of their team's points.
And he does it so quietly.
He does. He's got half of their points.
Yeah.
And it's nothing fancy. He's just grinding inside the paint, getting to the free throw line. Gavin Rivers high off the backboard. He's got 10. Second Mules in double figures now. Darius Graham with 12. Gavin Rivers has got 10. Gage Rivers, there's a punch out, a steal by the Mules. Gavin is going to be on the floor. A foul going to be called. It's 36-29. It is a 7-point lead right now. Mules are slowly chipping away as Mateo Rivers is going to be called for the foul. It's his first. And now we're going to see how the Mules respond as their defense right now exploding here late in this third quarter.
Defense is going to keep bluffing this game. That's for sure. So does Hansborough ever call into your show? Does he listen to your show?
I've interviewed him a couple of times, actually.
Yeah, he was a great player. That game that he had against Vashon in the state championship, he and his brother both were exceptional.
I'll tell you my age. I was a senior when he was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
If that tells you, I'm not quite 48 or 50 just yet, but I'm getting there.
I get it.
Gage Rivers from the elbow. This one is no good. Torrance Williams trying to go up for the rebound. He's going to be out-rebounded that time by Cameron Williams. Let's look at Cameron Williams here tonight so far. 18 points, 5 rebounds. He is 8 of 10 on the free throw line. And we're going to get a whistle here. And now the officials, we're going to get together. I believe Gage Rivers is going to be calling for the foul, or is it going to be on Gavin Rivers?
Hey, speaking of all this history of the conference and the boot heel, have you read Erwin Porter's basketball book?
I have not.
It's exceptional. It's called Boot Heel Basketball, Half Century of Hoops and Hoop Supremacy. He goes in depth about all boot heel teams, all the way over to the Bluff area too. And he says too that Hansborough was the greatest player he ever saw in high school basketball around here.
Oh, John Brantner left him wide open, and that's a big dagger right there. It's 39-29. It's back to a 10-point lead again. Let's step away, a quick timeout. We'll come right back. Mules down by 10 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. We're talking about Erwin Porter's book, and you've done your homework on this book, Jeff, and those are really good notes we were discussing during that last time out.
It's crazy how impactful boot heel basketball has been in the state of Missouri. Just some of the stats from his book. There's been 222 state championships played since 1968. 57 state champions have come from the boot heel.
Wow.
57 of 222. There's only been 4 years where a team from Southeast Missouri was not in the Final Four.
I'm going to have to get this book.
It's great.
That's all I can say.
Great. It's like an encyclopedia of basketball. If you're a basketball fan of Southeast Missouri, it's fantastic.
That is, by the way, the last time out presented by Larry Hillis Dodge, exceeding your expectations. Highway 67 North in Poplar Bluff. Under 2 minutes now. Nick Brummett, and a blocking foul coming up, and this one's going to go against, I believe, John Brantner. It'll be his third personal foul, or make that his second, rather. Team foul number 5. Both teams with 5 personal fouls here in this third, or make that second half, rather. Gage Rivers set the inbound. Gets it to Torrance Williams, and the Mules have got to get Gage Rivers going. Only 4 points so far. And so far, Cape Central has really shut him down in this ball game. So now the Mules quickly. Gage Rivers, unbalanced shot. It's no good, but somehow Darius Graham with an offensive board. He's got 14.
That was an athletic putback there.
That is the Mules wide receiver right there.
Is he really?
He is. On the floor, hustling. And the Mules are going to come away. Torrance Williams misses the shot. But don't fret, because Cannon Carr gets the offensive putback, and now it's a 6-point lead. All right, fans, if you're watching on Facebook, let us know about this exciting action right now. Are you enjoying what you're seeing by Bluff and by Cape Central? Cameron Williams inside the paint, a little bit short that time, rebounded by Torrance Williams. And now the Mules quickly down the floor. Gage Rivers is going to be fouled in the process.
So the last 2 or 3 minutes here, Bluff has really picked up the intensity on
defense. Yes, they
defense.
have. And that is the second personal foul by Cameron Williams. Gage Rivers is going to go to the free throw line, presented by Christian Automotive, 84% free throw shooter. As of right now, first one is up, and he's got a nice touch. 5 points. We're going to see McClard back in the ball game. Mateo Rivers is going to take a seat. Gage Rivers, 5 points. This is where he thrives, is in the second half. 38 seconds left in the third. Knocks them both down. So David Durbin, he'll come in for Nick Brummett. It is a 4-point ball game right now, Jeff. Poplar Bluff, David Durbin. Oh, my. Oh, it's going to be, yes. Oh, we're going to say a travel. Coach Durden, all he can do is look up. Good hustle by David Durbin.
So you see Bluff here picking him up full court. We're going to go full court press here.
So now Maurice Boyd quickly down the floor. 33 seconds, 4-point game. Crosses over on David Durbin. Now the Mules going to switch and try to double team. Boy, Gage Rivers is so fast. He plays great defense. Trying to get going offensively. 6 points here tonight. Boyd outside to Brantner for 3. Money. Saw that one going in.
Brantner is an assassin from 3 points.
12 points here tonight. Darius Graham outside to Gage Rivers. Rivers with 5 seconds. Going to have to do something with it. It's going to be taken away, stolen away by Boyd. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. It is a 7-point lead. Going to be an exciting finish, Jeff. You going to go anywhere?
Man, no way.
No way. He's not going anywhere. I hope you don't go anywhere either. We're going to come right back as the Mules and the Tigers is going to go down to the wire. You're listening to Mules basketball here on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. And, of course, what we'll do is we'll take a quick break and come right back on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is a family-owned one-stop shop for fast, friendly, and affordable automotive services with the latest tools and technology, as well as their time-tested automotive knowledge. They're guaranteed to get your vehicle fixed without breaking the bank.
Eye Care Specialists is committed to the protection and the preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's the way the doctors of Eye Care Specialists see it.
We are back here live here in Poplar Bluff. We've got Jeff Bruni with us. He is Cape Central alumni, decided to come down and check out the ball game, and I'm hoping that with all this technology at your fingertips, you're impressed.
Oh, man. This is way better than what I did in Carbondale back in the 90s.
So now Cape Central going to inbound, going from right to left on your radio dial or your TV screens. Cameron Williams now handing back off to Brantner, and a blocking foul coming up on Gavin Rivers. Coach Durden not sure he likes to call. And for Gavin Rivers, that might be number 4 on him. It is. That's a big foul.
That is a huge foul. He's been their spark plug the whole game.
Ross Bennett says Brantner's threes have been very huge. I would agree 1,000%.
Dr. Ross Bennett, all Big 12 baseball at Baylor.
Gotcha. Oh, good save there by the Mules. Good job by Gage Rivers to knock it away from Vogel. Gavin Rivers now throws it outside to Nick Brummett. Very physical down low. Brummett shot is in and out, no good. Somehow Darius Graham comes away with a rebound. Gage Rivers goes up. That was Gage Rivers with a shot.
Gage Rivers has really hurt the Tigers with his penetration all day. When you can get a point guard that can dribble drive like that and draw contact, and he shoots, 82% from the free throw line?
82%.
He's a coach's dream.
He has done a phenomenal job, no doubt about it. So now the Mules, Gage Rivers, 8 points here on the night, make it 9, and it's back to a 4-point ball game. It may not be a 10-point win by either team, but it's going to be a close finish.
I said it was going to be close.
You did say that.
Right.
We'll check the tape.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, we are recording. Never mind. So Brantner now guarded by Marlon Roberson. Boy, good job by the Mules. The Mules bench, student section. Gage Rivers, a big steal on Boyd. Gage Rivers goes up, and a blocking foul coming up. It'll be 2 more free throws coming up, I believe. McLeod.
I think that's 4.
It's going to be on him. It's number 4 on him. No, they're going to say that's 5.
That's 5. I think it's
that's
right.
That's 5. Yep, that's 5. He has just fouled out. McLeod has just fouled out of this ball game. And it's not points for McLeod. 3 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He's everywhere defensively.
Exactly.
For Cape.
Yeah, he is Mr. Defense for Cape.
So now Gage Rivers, he missed his first free throw of the night. That's a big free throw.
He's tired from shooting so many.
He is on the move here tonight. So far tonight, Gage Rivers is 5 out of 6. He's got 9 points, 3 assists, make it 10 points. And now the Mules have fought back. It is a 1-possession game. Let's go defense. Ron Withrow. By the way, Ron listened to you on Wednesday live in the studio, and he was craving McDonald's all afternoon.
Hey, there you go. I did my job.
You did your job. Torrance Williams doing a good job. He said he went to McDonald's and took part in that cheeseburger Thursday.
69-cent cheeseburgers.
69-cent cheeseburger.
That has put a hurting on Tony and the crew over there.
Yes, it has. No doubt about it. Good lob pass inside to Cameron Williams, and Torrance Williams is going to be called for the foul, but he did his job not allowing Cameron Williams to get 2 easy points.
Yeah, the post players for Poplar Bluff have done a really good job. Even though he has got his points, Williams has got his points tonight, they've done a really good job of keeping him under control.
They have. He's got 18 points, making the first one back to a 4-point game now. You said that was Dr. Bennett, right? I want to make sure. Okay, Dr. Bennett says he's not sure about Williams about shooting the ball since middle of the third. That's right. Until a moment ago, he had not shot the ball since midway through that third quarter, which is a big reason why the Mules have come storming back. Hickman Roberson misses the jumper, rebounded by Williams. Williams is closing in on a double-double.
This is where I think you really feel the loss of Cam Harris tonight, because they haven't really been able to give Cam Williams a break at all.
Oh, what a move by Torrance Williams as he gets a block over the top of Cameron Williams. Well, I thought that shot was going to go in. So now they rebound, and I should say reload rather. They refreshen up, and they'll reset the offense. A 5-point lead right now. Marlon Hickman Roberson guarding Maurice Boyd, a very tough assignment. This Maurice kid, he is so quick.
He is very quick.
You know, honestly, it's a big rival. You can't say a bad word about either team. Both of them, they both are very respectable teams, and they're going to fight this all the way to the end. Brantner is going to be a foul and going to be a 2-shot, or I should say count the basket and the foul. He's got 14. and a 3-point lead has dwindled away, and now it is a 7-point lead again.
So Brantner really, like we talked about in the keys of the game, when I said he needed to have the intensity they had in the Notre Dame game when he scored 22 points, he's really shown that in the second half tonight.
He really has, as we're going to get the fourth foul by Torrance Williams. That is a big foul by Torrance. Number 4 for him. Free throw coming up by Brantner, 14 points. He misses that one. Rebounded by Jack Scott, who just checked in. A lot of comments here coming in on social media. We appreciate everybody tuning in here on social media. Cannon Carr shot is no good. Boy, the Mules cannot buy a bucket all of a sudden. Brantner quickly outside to Vogel. Steps inside the paint, lobs it up. It's good. He's got 2 points on the board. And now it's a 9-point lead again. Gage Rivers, desperation that time as he goes all the way to the rim. And he's going to draw the foul and shoot 2 more free throws. Brantner is going to be called for his 3rd personal foul.
And Rivers knows his game.
Yes, he does.
Drive to the basket, get fouled.
Gage Rivers, 2 free throws coming up, presented by Christian Automotive. First one is up, and it's good. He's got 11 points. We're going to see Gavin Rivers. He can't stay on the bench any longer. Darius Graham going to take a seat. By the way, Graham, our leading scorer right now with 14 points. Second one coming up. Knocks it down. He's got 12. All this scoring by Gage Rivers has pretty much come in the second half.
Yeah, he came out of the locker room on fire.
Big crowd here tonight on social media. Boy, we appreciate that. Also tuning in on the radio side of things as well. Going to be out of bounds. A rare turnover by Cameron Williams.
In a close game like this, you've got to make every possession count.
And that's what Cape Central right now is doing or trying to do. Gage Rivers now, it's only a 7-point lead. Mules here, if they can hit a big shot, they're right back in this contest. And a blocking foul coming up. I believe that one's going to be on Boyd. And if it is, it's number 3. And now they're in the double bonus now. So Gage Rivers, he's got 12 points, but 8 of those points have been on the free throw line.
I was just going to say, he's got to have at least 8 points free throws.
And by the way, they've all came in this second half. 10 points in the second half, make it 11. So now we're going to see Darius Graham at 14 points, 3 rebounds back in the ball game. Cannon Carr going to take a seat. And now we'll see the second free throw coming up here by Gage Rivers. And this one is no good. It's going to hit. Oh, they're going to say it last touch, Cape Central. That could have went either way.
I mean, this could be a 4-point swing here. With that free throw and hit a 3.
So now we're going to see Gavin Rivers stay in the ball game. And now Nick Brummett going to inbound to Gavin Rivers here. 10 points in the ball game. Brummett picked up by Vogel. 48-42 the score. Gage Rivers, money. Gage Rivers, 15 points. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll step away a quick 30-second break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Mules Basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Some things have changed since 1952. We changed our name, expanded our territory, and added branches in the communities we serve. But the most important thing remains the same. We treat our members like family. Experience the credit union difference. Ozark Federal Credit Union. Membership eligibility required. Insured by NCUA.
Christian Automotive and Tire. Quality name brand tires that you know and trust. They also have ASE certified mechanics that have the training, tools, and knowledge.
Air Solutions, a proud supporter of Poplar Bluff Mules basketball. Make sure and find them on Facebook or call 785-1500. So very interesting here as Gage and Gavin Rivers right now is going to be on the bench. And I'm assuming this is for defensive purposes right now, as the Mules don't want to have those guys get in any more foul trouble.
Well, I think you've got to give him a breather here at the end, near the end of the game, because you're going to make a final push here. And I think putting him on the bench just to give him a breather is a great idea.
So here we go, 48-44 the score, 4-point ball game. Mules are back in, and the Mules are going to come away, and there's a rip by Nick Brummett. And now the Mules are going to try to become even closer in this contest. Brummett for 3, money! first three-pointer of the game presented by Poplar Bluff Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. And there's a steal by Darius Graham. And we're going to get a whistle here. I believe it's a foul on Cape Central. Vogel's like, wait a minute, what did I do?
Yeah, the Poplar Bluff defender there fell out of bounds. And our guy with the ball there, he lost track of him. Usually on the bench, guys are yelling wolf.
Yes, wolf, absolutely.
Right? Wolf means you got somebody coming behind you to pull up and protect the ball.
Brummett, 2 free throws presented by Christian Automotive. First one is no good. 75% free throw shooter right now is Mr. Brummett, and we're going to see Gavin and Gage Rivers back in the ball game. Second one here by Brummett could tie it at 48, and he misses both of them. And the ball is going to go out of bounds by Brummett. Good call by the officials. It's going to go away from the Mules. Boy, Mules had 2 great opportunities there to not only tie this game, but maybe take the lead.
And when Bluff doesn't miss very many free throws, but when they do, they're long rebounds.
Yes, they are.
Timeout.
And Cape Central, I believe, is going to be granted the timeout, but Maurice Boyd might be in some pain. He is kind of that left wrist, it looks like. We'll keep an eye on that for sure.
So, that if he comes out with McClard fouled out, that's a huge key to the game right there.
It really is. You look at what we have seen thus far, and we've got just so many viewers right now tuning in, trying to get to all your comments. Let us know, final 4 minutes, what you think of this ball game.
If Boyd has to come out because of injury, his replacement's going to be a freshman. In a huge game like this,
he's still grabbing that wrist too. He's right in the middle of that huddle. Tim, can you get in that huddle real quick on Cape Central side? As we're seeing, he's going to stay in the ball game. But as you can see, Tim is doing a great job. You can see number 1 there, Maurice Boyd. He's just trying to wave that wrist around. We don't want anybody to be hurt. We want to see a great finish, no doubt about it. As we're going to see Darius Graham is going to be called for the personal foul. It is a 1-and-1 coming up now as we're going to see Mateo Rivers.
Bluff's defense has kept them in this game in the second half, unbelievably. Their intensity on defense has been fantastic.
Cape Central 5 of 12 from behind the arc. The Mules are 1 of 6 from the free throw line here tonight. The only three-pointer made is by Nick Brummett, and now it's back to a 2-point game of 49-47. Lee Wallace is loving this game from Evansville, Indiana. He's a big Mules fan, by the way.
That's 2 big shots right there by freshman.
Yes, it is. So 2 big free throws by Mateo Rivers. It's 50-47. And just like that, the Mules couldn't do anything with it.
So Bluff has already passed that 41 points per game given up by Central.
Yes, they have. The problem is the Mules are nowhere near their 60 points they are averaging on offense, and we're going to get a whistle and an offensive foul.
Anytime you come in there out of control on offense.
And that's going to be on Maurice Boyd, I believe.
Yeah, that's 4 maybe.
That's 4 on him. We're going to see Torrance Williams coming back in at the ball game. Nick Brummett also going to take a seat. And Cannon Carr is going to come in. So we're getting closer now to our starting 5. Originally, Miss Patillo says, "Come on, Mules." Of course, that is the head coach's wife, John David Patillo. We love having her on each and every ball game.